So instead of just doing the regular game, we're going to go through the virtual cabin for a little while. Shouldn't take that long. I have done a large part of this, so I do kind of already know what we're doing here. So I'm not going to go through how you find all the clues and everything. Um, so yeah. So let's just take a look, and I'll kind of show you this. So you're in like a 3D modeled rendered version of this of a cabin. So hey, you got Bugsby and Chad here. Got some spooky masks. Got a TV. Hey, look at that. Camp Blood, you can look at a lot of these things, and a lot of these things have clues on them for what you're supposed to do. So, yeah. And you're actually supposed to read that. That's actually a clue for the that. And in here you have a prop room, and it has all the items that you actually use in the game. Yeah, and you can actually get information. And we're just going to take a little walk around everywhere for right now. You got Eric. I don't really know why his name is JR, so let's be completely honest. So and hey, you just kind of look around and you see everything. And hey, it was voiced by so yeah. And there's like a lot of stuff in here, like in this cabin. Like there's a lot of Easter eggs. There's a lot of stuff to look at, and we're really not going to go through every little thing, like I said. And you're really supposed to look at all these things, and I'm just going to show you about them. I'm not really going to explain too much about this. And you'll notice that right there, which, hey, there's a blue number there. That comes into play a little bit later. I'm not going to show you where every number is. You find it. So, you know, you're supposed to go all over the place and just look around. And you think that's basically it, because there's not much for you to interact with. So, we're going to check for an update. I know what the password is. It is mother. So that gives us patch 1.1. Updates the map, downstairs display room, searchable furniture for a main branch, added inventory, press square to access, controls crouch, and restore telephone. So, yeah, look at that. So yeah, you know, I want to try something really quick. I want to see if we can call Pinehurst. Just a little curious about this, because the phone does work. Six, 8, 9. I'm never going to be able to hear it. 2, 3, 4.
Hello, Pinehurst Diner. This is Lana. We are currently closed. You there? Billy? Look, I'm almost done. I'll meet you out back. Where are you? It's getting late.
So, yeah, we'll use that phone in a little bit. So, now that we have inventory, we can actually start picking up some items. Yeah, I'm going to call that number 2 for us. So we're going to do 1555 713 1979. And there's a mask in here that you need. Ah, spider. And there's a yo-yo in there. Five. 1, 3, 1, 9. I know they were trying to be authentic. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, that's annoying. Let me just go check to make sure I got the right number. You don't need this number, by the way. Alright, so what is it? So we're gonna need one more Jason mask here. I find it very hard to get into these drawers myself. So I've been down to get into them myself, so. There's a lot modeled in this place, so. So these masks have to go in movie order. That'd be part 3. That'd be part 4. That's part 5. And we're missing one mask. Alright, just go get that one. Is it in? We need that anyway. And you can listen to.
What was the creepiest part about working on the game? Oh, for sure.
Developers and everything using that and.
Can you start over with this time incorporating?
Look at that. This is supposed to be like, you know, the sack, and there's a 5. You know, there's a 5 on there. Hey, 3D glasses. It'd be cool if they worked. I'm really just looking through everywhere kind of deal, so. Ah, snake. So, I put the masks in the wrong order already. I'll let you know that. Yeah, I should be reading these. That's part 9. Okay. And what's the one mask that doesn't belong here? It'd be that one, because that's not Jason's mask. And we get a badge. So the badges are really important. And they are actually the key to this mode. Because see this little thing right here? We're gonna put the badge right there. I like actually just seeing what can be open, because there's like a lot of stuff in here that you might miss the first time around. So you'll notice those are actually going to be one of the last things that we do. So we're going to take these little dolls right here, our Jasons. So you only have to do one of these, but we're going to do both. This is, if you read right here, the Voorhees house. This is a diorama for part 9. And this is where this can actually get a little bit confusing. Oh, nope. Take that. We're going to put Jessica. And here's something to make sure. Make sure you have the right Jason. Okay? Make sure it has to be part 9, Jason. And you get both there. And that gives us our second badge. And I need to just check my inventory real quick. Alright, we're missing an item, and I believe it's up here. Oh, maybe not. Wait, you know what? I'm missing more than one item here. Alright, so we're gonna take this baseball cap. And just in case you're wondering, door is not open.
Sweet. Well, now you know the virtual cabinet.
Right.
There are quite a few more like secrets left to discover. We hid some content in this.
I'm gonna feel really dumb because I'm forgetting.
You'll really have to think outside.
No, never mind. I knew it was in one of these rooms. Okay.
Think of this less like a puzzle game designed to get through in like an afternoon, and more like an experience for our community to get to know the movies better, or for the hardcore fans to test their knowledge. That might be too much to say.
I'm getting myself a little turned around. Okay. So, you'd use the VHS tapes to figure this out. You look at what's there, and then you have to look at these items, so. And based on the item, you're going to place the item that belongs to the character in that movie. So that would be 1, since they're talking about Christy. That would be part 2. Part 3 for 3D. So, given that those things look really stupid, nowadays, so. And you come over here for part 4. Since it talks about that. And hey, you're supposed to use the videotapes for that. And then the last one is you'd be using those numbers to figure out the last part that you were finding. So I'll save it for you. It's 1 5 5 5 3 4 2 9. You know what I just realized? I messed up that other phone number. Before I do that, let's see what that number actually brings up.
Unger Institute of Mental Health, how may I help you? Can you speak up? Oh.
She was helpful. So it's 3 4 2 9. Seven. I must have messed up. Five. My handwriting is horrible that I wrote this down on. What did I, Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh, my handwriting is that bad sometimes when I'm rushing. Three, 4, 2, 9 2. 7 7. Okay.
Who is this? Where is my boy?
And that creates a secret entrance. Before we do that, yeah, that's fine. So, hey, look at this. We actually have like a modeling of every single Jason here. one's undercover, and one is also undercover.
You can bring him back, you know. There's always a way.
So that's part one. This actually does continue. Fun. That does continue into a part two, which we're going to look at right now. So you'll notice that we added a patch for 1.3 all of a sudden. And the door is locked. And hey, you know, stuff happens. Okay, so you're going to come over here, and I think that there might be a little bit more to this. But, you know, we'll get into that. So we're going to change the date here.
You should have been watching him.
Okay. And, ooh, well, this is broken now, huh? Dead Deborah. Nope. Dead next door. Eric Murdar. Because they were drinking, that's why they died. Oh. Oh, and that's open now. Yep. I want to see what your little... he doesn't even get his own little dialogue. Well, let's see what happens.
Crystal Lake Police Department. Hello? Hello?
Oh, they don't care. Alright. So, we're outside now. Hey, and there's Adam. We got Fox. Alright, so that uses there, and hey, we get a shovel. And we're gonna take that shovel. And also while we're over here, we're gonna open that. And again, I'm not going through like where you gotta go to get all these things, so
Come home to Mommy, Jason. You know the way.
oh, okay. Sorry, Kai, I didn't see that was you. But
I'm home. That is good.
trying to pay attention. Kind of wish there was a run. Not gonna say anything about that, but at the same time, I kind of wish there wasn't, because the fact that I think this moves way too fast and the camera's a little bit too fast. So put our little badge there. Oh wow, all of a sudden there's a ton of people. Again, I find it easier to crouch. To get some of these prompts. And that's badge number 2. Also, hey, everybody's dead now. She got outfoxed. She's deceased. I can't read that. If you can, please tell me what that says. I don't know what the hell they were thinking of. I have like a 40-inch TV here. I can't read that. So thank you for being morons, Gun Media. Like, there's no way to read that. Beta test this shit, dudes. Beta shit. Test it. And yeah, they're all they're liquidated, I guess. So those two are actually really easy. Yeah, like because I did like the entire sequence already. Like that's why I know where everything is. Like after you went to bed last night, Kyra, this is what I was doing. I went through like this entire mode, figuring out everything and like figuring out how to do it. So the last part is this, and this is some like Legend of Zelda Lost Woods like shit right here, and it's completely annoying. So watch this. If you go the wrong way, instant kill. And there are a bunch of animations for this, and they are pretty cool. But instant kill if you go the wrong direction in this way. So you gotta be very careful. Essentially, you just gotta follow these arrows here. So when you walk in, notice, point. So you're gonna see this. Yeah, no, I did that on purpose. It's an instant kill, so you actually have to be really careful on how you do it. And see this? There's a little shine right here. And what you have to do is, you have to get over to that mound. But you can't go that way. So you're going to go this way, and you see, hey, there's something over there. And you see, okay, which way are the ducks pointing, and hey, you can do this. If you go any other path but this, it is an instant kill. And it is incredibly annoying to do. And I find that completely gross. Get some gas. Again, like, I could read that, but that's barely readable. Like, they really should have found a better way to do that. Alright. That is all I have to do for a while, but we can still control. You notice the music, you know it's coming. And that would be part 2. But wait, there's a part 3. As soon as I heard that music, I knew what was going on. I'm like, wait, Bo, and that's the music to part Friday the 13th Part 1. Notice that we just went to Part 1.6, which is New Game Plus, and they're launching a debugger. So, yeah. So, right now, everybody's still dead. But this is openable. Doors there, and they actually have the lights back on. Before we do much, you'll notice the cloth is gone. And yes, that is part 1. So I thought that was pretty cool that they actually added in part 1 here and everything, and you could like get a little model of them. Obviously part 3 is still broken out, but I thought it was cool they added in part 1 down here. So yeah, you can get some stuff apparently if you enter in their passwords, but you know. So, hey, what do you do now? Well, you cheat and use the most famous cheat code that you can, which is the Konami code. So we're gonna go up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Down, down, left, right, left, right. Oh, I was hitting X first. Okay, so. So we're going to turn that off. Wow, that's actually not appearing great on my screen. It's getting cut off. Probably getting cut off on yours too. So we just, basically, we can see the entire mapping of things. And this is pretty cool because that would be the box of which you can't hit and everything. So it's the collision map and everything. And do you know this? As soon as it's on, you are stuck in here. And hey, that's completely glitching out. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I heard the phone going off, and I'm like, that shouldn't be happening before I do anything else. Okay, so, what do?
We spent a lot of time tuning the game to make sure it was fun to play as a counselor, and we knew we had it when... Funny guys, hilarious. How long have you been waiting to play that for? Anyways, we finally...
Glitches.
Oh, shit. Kane, that's dope. You got me. Oh, careful, bro. Your knife is dripping on the... Oh my god, he's stabbing me.
Uh-oh. Game broke. Actually, with this game, I wouldn't be surprised if the game broke. Hope no one has that too loud when that pops up to hear the other part. And we're at 1.7. Hey, everyone's freaking out. Ah, Chuck's dead. Get good, Chuck. And yes, you cannot leave, so you will be glitched back. Gross, dude. You got me. Alright, okay, and all the Jasons are gone. I think this is really cool, like with the texture mapping going nuts on these things. Jenny's going nuts over here. Yeah, she's going nuts. Look at her. About you. They didn't add anything for him. They probably expected no one to go look at him. Disappointing. I feel like I'm too tall to go through here. Like, it'd look a lot better if it was, like, that big. Huh. And that's the whole point of this mode, is that you can complete Virtual Cabin to learn that Jason X and the Grendel Mapper is coming. So yeah, which I think is kind of cool. Just because it's going to give a... I want to just load that back up one more time. I want to say, I think, well, not that Uber Jason's going to be awesome, but I think the fact that you're going to have a space map, like where the stuff could be glitched out or something like that, because there was the whole VR section in there. Yeah. Yeah, this was the whole promo for there, so that was the whole point, like, I think the big, like, what they were hinting at, because remember Sneaky was saying, and this is launching 2.0. So, Sneaky was saying, like, oh, they're making a big deal about it when there wasn't that much. It's like, well, there's really not much to see in this. You know. I do find it weird that there's no Tommy in this mode. I can understand why the other character wasn't there, but there's no Tommy. And hey, when you go back down here, the last Jason that needs to be revealed, there you go. But that was the one thing, like, I could understand the new guy not being there. So, like, both sheets were uncovered to have part 1 and part 10. But I do find it weird that there's no Tommy in this entire section or game. I'm also wondering why that door doesn't open, but that's just me. I do believe there's probably a lot more in this game, and that in this, like, not game, but in this mode that has to be discovered yet. I believe everybody was focusing on the reveal of that, and they actually did not go through everything. Because you do change the date once. I do believe if you change the dates more, I do believe something's going to happen in future releases. Because this seems like way too good of a mode for them to just use as a announcement for the Jason X DLC, basically. Or update, whatever it might be. I'm assuming it's going to be an update. But I just mean in general, it's, you know, like, why isn't Tommy here? That's weird, since he would be a regular character that should have been modeled. He's the only character that's not here. So... And they spent a lot of time on this for an announcement trailer, so I'm hoping they are going to do something more with this. I would just rather it's like, if they're going to do something with this, I think it'd be really cool. Because the fact that, hey, there's not, like, you know, this is the whole point for you just to go through and find, like, this stuff. There's a ton of Easter eggs. I do believe that changing the date is actually going to give more options, to be honest, but you'd have to change the date, like, it goes to 100 different times and everything. So those are the things, like, you don't know. I wish I did know, but I don't. So, best thing to look for is just look for what other people, because I'm sure people are going to be going nuts in this mode, seeing what else they can unlock. I think that they're going to be patching this mode and actually adding stuff and not telling anybody and just waiting to see who finds out what. Because I think it's way too cool of a mode for you not to. Pretty cool. And yeah, if you go through there. But, you know. Here's hoping, because I think this mode's really cool. I'm hoping they do something with it, besides just use it as this announcement trailer. Yeah, I do know during previous builds of this, you could actually, like, there was Jason's walking around on the outside of the cabin and things like that, and, but not now. So, yeah. Gonna come kill me, Jason? Yep. And that's gonna be it for this. Might as well get killed. So, well, I'm going to start back up with an actual gameplay of this next. So, I'll be right back.